absolutely amazing to be here. I've got to say, you know, for me as a West Ham fan, London Stadium, it doesn't get much better than this. And the game looks, it's going to be incredible. The weather's amazing, the sun is shining.
Almost too warm for us gingers.
Yeah, we keep talking about it, don't we? We've got the special shirts out, but Steve, how are you feeling about today?
I'm excited. I mean, I'll be honest, there's no Noah Beck this year, which means less pressure on Chris MD and my trouser zipper. He's handsome. But I'm so excited. Loads of new faces. People from all over the world are coming here to play, not to watch. I mean, they're just from London, I think. But it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be incredible. Everything is getting bigger and better this year. Obviously, we're going to set records here in terms of a YouTube event. You know, it's been a privilege and an honour to be part of this journey, the Sidemen's journey, the kind of football match journey over the last decade. And today is a real moment in history because we're talking about 60,000 people come to watch this game of football. What are they going to see today?
It's going to be amazing. I expect goals, goals, goals. At least I hope for. I mean, if it's 0-0, we are buggered, basically.
I don't think it's going to be 0-0. I've seen the goalkeepers, no disrespect, but if it is, we'll be very unlucky. But listen, we've got some teams to talk through, of course.
Oh,
yeah, we've seen the squads. The squads are packed with talent on and off the pitch, maybe more off the pitch than on the pitch.
I've been in the changing rooms.
When it comes to talent.
A lot of talent there.
But, yeah, I mean, listen, the team selection for me is going to be huge. The role that Billy and Mark have played, Billy Wingrove and Mark Goldbridge as the two managers, they could have huge moments in this match with regards to who they sub on, with regards to what changes they make.
I mean, you know Mark Goldbridge, his football philosophy is like his views off camera, offensive. But it's great to watch, as in his football philosophy. It's going to be a crack. I want at least 10 goals. It's got to be.
Well, look at the history. Apart from the 2-0 defeat, the only defeat the Sidemen have suffered, they've scored 7 or 8 goals in every other game. So we're expecting a lot of matches. But look, let's take a look at what we've got coming up in terms of...
Here we go.
Talent. Starting off with KSI, of course. Goalkeeper today. He's wearing a microphone throughout the match.
Oh, JME. Fun fact, he actually spent last season playing for Brentford. Oh, wait, that's not me.
Harry Rodershaw is back, 26 years old. He got 5.7 match rating last year. I'm sure that'll be higher.
Cal Freezy, he's the face of the fellas, which makes you wonder what the rest of them look like.
Laserbeam is here from Australia. 26 minutes last year, but he starts today.
Mr. Beast, the most subbed man on YouTube. What does that tell you? He's got bad stamina.
Next up, we have Bazinga playing at the home of his beloved Hammers. What a day it is for him.
Tobe Jizzle, he always brings excitement to matches. This guy can do things with his feet like no other. That's just one of his Tinder reviews.
Josh Zerka, the dad of the Sidemen. What a man, and a big game for him coming up.
Simon is a born winner. The only thing he's ever lost is my invite to his wedding.
Vic Star scored a massive goal last year. Can he go one better this year? Here's the substitute.
And the subs. Look at those boys.
Calip's got his no two-ways boots today.
Yeah, the owner of a shoe brand with terrible views. It's not Kanye West, it's Calix.
And Manny, of course, brother of Toby. I mean, unbelievable player, serious chemistry. I think we've also got Deji as well, another brother of KSI. There's such good link-up potential between
Angry Ginge, a ginger who lives in Manchester with a terrible fringe. Get your own gimmick, mate. That's all I'll say.
Unbelievable. It's coming in your territory, but
stepping on my toes.
They've gone with an old school England, no nonsense, 4-4 bloody 2.
It's classic.
And I love it.
It's, I mean, a lot of these players, they're staunch, you know. They'll stand in their position and they will not move from it. I am not going anywhere, says Harry. That was actually when he was defending a statue of Churchill, but we won't go into that.
I would say this is a more balanced team. You know, we'll look at the YouTube team when they come out, but there's great players and then there's maybe not so experienced players next to them. So there's obviously going to be a few holes in both sides, but you've got to look at the quality in that Sidemen team. Do we need to look further than Simon Minter? He always steps up to the occasion. He's scored some incredible goals, and regardless of who's in goal for those moments, you've still got to have the technique.
I mean, he has got great technique. I feel like he's got a football pitch in his backyard now.
Yeah.
Some of us are in a cost of living crisis, Si. But, you know, he must have been practicing night after night. Expect great things, especially against XQC, who is, of course, in goal for the YouTube All-Stars.
Yeah, there's some very big talking points in the YouTube All-Stars team. We'll get round to them later. We'll look at the positives and the weaknesses in that team. But right now, we're going to throw to Cecil. He's in the tunnel right now, soaking up that pre-match atmosphere.
So key.
As you can see, we're giving you all the behind-the-scenes access, like I mentioned before. We're in the tunnel. I can't lie, I'm gassed, I'm excited. We've got a few additions as well to this year's charity match. We've got KSI Cam, something new. From his perspective, we've also got Ref Cam on Mark Clattenburg, right in his chest, you'll see that. And also, I've got a touchline correspondent in Nada. So there's a few additions to this year, but listen, let's go a little bit closer and look how, I'm giving you the access, I told you I would. Look how close we are, we can even touch them. We can even touch. All right, listen, the game's about to kick off. We are moments away. It's buzzing out there. And listen, big up to all of you guys who've donated as well, because we've hit amazing numbers as well so far. It's incredible. And if we got Mark, I see you got the ref. Oh, that's quite protruding.
Then you'll be able to see some of my bad decisions out there.
No, we don't want no bad decisions. Is there VAR today?
No. We don't need it.
We don't need it.
No,
we don't need it.
No, it's not going to damage this game like it damages everything else.
No, so Mark, enjoy the game, have a good game. The guys are about to head out. You can hear them. It's exciting, I'm gassed. Moments away, let me head back to Els and Zoo. Take care.
Yeah, slightly different to Els and Zoo, but we'll take it.
I'm
Stephen
ginger,
Spencer.
though. Yeah. That's fair.
He's looking good down there. Clattenburg going in on VAR. See, it's funny, as soon as they stop being like top-level refs, they start telling you all the things that they never tell you when they're actually refs.
When the FA stops greasing their wheel, so to speak, then the truth comes out, Clattenburg.
Yeah, he was good value last year. I'm expecting the same from him. He understands
really
the
was.
tone this game is going to be played in. How would you describe that tone?
I'd say it's playful, but with undertones of seriousness. Yeah. I've got a GCSE in English, guys. I'd like to show it off sometimes.
We heard from Mark Goldbridge and Billy earlier when they were talking about, how serious is this? Listen, I know for sure Goldbridge wants to win, They feel sometimes like the odds are against them. They're the underdogs. It's obviously a Sidemen event, but they've got some players. Got some serious players.
They really have. And Goldbridge has brought his boots, so... if he's not happy with what's happening, he'll get out there. He'll be on that pitch.
Give the people what they want,
Yeah,
Mark and Goldbridge, I've actually played football with him before. He can kick a ball. You'd be surprised. He can patrol that midfield. I've seen him do it many a time. But listen, it's not just about having a great game of football today, guys. It's about breaking those records. Last year, unbelievable. Was it 2.6 million watching live at one point?
That's very true.
Raised over £1 million. Already close to beating last year's amount of money raised for charity for some great causes. Can we get that many people watching as well? Last time I checked, we were at 1.3 million. We hadn't even kicked a ball.
That may have gone down since we started talking, Spencer.
Very true.
I can't lie.
Very
but
true.
Yeah, no, it's on everything is on a bigger scale. You've got to hope people donate. I know times are tough, but this is a great cause. So many fantastic things to donate to.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a look at the YouTube All-Stars team. Can they do what not many teams have done before and beat the Sidemen? XQC could be the most important man in this team. He's in goal.
Max Fosh. Max is a fitness freak, and by that I mean he's banned from the gym changing rooms.
Gideon didn't get to play last year, but is in the defence, ready to commit for the All-Stars.
Will N.E. has a mullet. It was very popular in the 80s, but so was Jim will fix it.
Nothing wrong with a mullet. Danny Aaron's also sporting one as well. This is a wild card, is the best I can say.
Exactly. Kai, he streamed non-stop for a month, although so did Chris MD's eyes when he got dumped.
Lots of Riz. Speaking of Riz, Philly in the middle. He's got that Colombian flair. Scored a banger this time last year.
Oh, here he is, Chris MD. Much like his dating life, he'll be going from box to box today.
It's speed! Am I going to have another chance to say that? It was offside last year. Will it be this year?
Oh, Theo Baker. He recently completed an Ironman. The only thing... I just butchered that.
We'll come back to it. Nico got 2 goals last year. His YouTube's Peter Crouch.
Oh, look at these subs. We've got Duke. Duke Dennis, he was in the US Army. Watch out for the lethal shooter that is Vicstar123, though.
Abu Fla, of course, from Kuwait, over 30 million subscribers, of course. Chunks on the bench, perhaps controversially. We know what he can do.
He's been getting into shape for the match by chasing Maya Jama for the past 3 years. Hang in there.
Let's take a look at this lineup, man. Now, there are some holes in it, I would say. Question marks on the Canadian goalkeeper, XQC. Is he experienced? We don't know. Based on footage, it could be a hard day for him. But if you look at that midfield core, Philly, Chris MD, Theo Baker, there is bags of talent.
And I tell you what, Nico up front, he is talented. That boy can score a goal or two. Speed as well. Bit of a wild card. He looks better than he did last year. There's hope for him.
Yeah, he's been practicing. I've seen some interesting footage of Speed. And how many football teams have you seen with not one, but 2 people that ran for Mayor of London, the same side? They've put their political differences to one side. They're ready to commit to the YouTube All-Stars team.
It's beautiful, Spen. It's beautiful.
Look at them, here's the tunnel. Look at that lovely little moment there with Ethan and his daughter, of course. Growing Pains, big podcast they've started recently. We've got Mr. Beast. What's going through his mind? Has he been practicing his soccer?
He's probably thinking about the YouTube algorithm, Spen, if I know him.
He never
Look at them.
stops.
They look quite tense.
That is going to be very tense down there.
Don't show them laughing when I say that, guys. Help a brother out.
And here's our officials for today, led by Mark Clattenburg, who is wearing a ref cam.
The linesman on the right
Expect
thinks
that.
he's hard.
We're going
Fireworks as well. Wow.